Hello everybody, and welcome to TOEFL Test Prep 19. Today, I'm going to be covering independent speaking questions, since they are one of the most difficult parts of the speaking section. We are going to be looking at typical mistakes students make and how you can polish such mistakes. Let's take a look at our first sample question. Some students prefer doing their homework on a daily basis, while others favor doing their homework on weekends. Which do you prefer to do and why? Give reasons and examples to support your explanation. So let's listen to a student's sample.
I prefer to do my homeworks on daily basis because first, this organizes my life. For instance, I remember last year when I had part-time job, I could finish and succeed in all my university's exam because I was organized person. Secondly, an emergency situation could delay a person's progress in the studying. For instance, my friend failed in the exam because he delayed finishing his homework and was not organized.
Paraphrasing. You need to know that the TOEFL raters love to see if the students can paraphrase what was originally said. And this shows you have a good command of English. If paraphrasing is difficult for you, I suggest you get used to using online thesauruses, and Merriam-Webster.com is only a click away. So I prefer and daily basis could be substituted with I favor and every day. The first one is singular versus plural. I prefer to do my homeworks on a daily basis. Homework is an irregular non-count noun and never takes an S. Other examples are information and advice. We also have university's exam. University in this case should be used as an adjective, so no S, and exam should be exams, university exams. Articles. The article is missing on a daily basis. And if there are constant mistakes with articles and prepositions in the speaking and writing, you will get a lower score. This is the case here with a part-time job. I was an organized person. In the studying, he failed in the exam. Articles are tricky for students all over the world, and when they're under pressure, they tend to make more mistakes than normal. My experience with people who speak Russian, Arabic, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, French, Japanese, Korean, Hindi, Chinese, Farsi, and Polish, I can remember off the top of my head that particularly those speaking Russian, Arabic, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese are the students who needed to be more on guard or need to be more on guard in terms of using articles. Word choice. I can't highlight enough the importance of word choice in both the TOEFL speaking and writing sections. Here is where our student could have really shone. He could have boosted his score significantly. This organize my life could be I can schedule my life better, or I can budget my time this way, or I can manage my weekly schedule more effectively. Situation could delay a person's progress. Someone may fall behind, lag behind, not be able to keep up because of a situation. Another mistake, he failed in the exam because he delayed finishing his homework. He could have said he failed an exam because he put off finishing his homework. And we also have the repetition of organized. I was an organized person and he delayed finishing his homework and was not organized. He could have said he was not a good planner. I'd like to point out that my phrasal verb suggestions are crucial in the speaking section. Try to make phrasal verbs part of your daily routine. Verb tenses. I remember last year when I had a part-time job, I could succeed and finish all my university exams. When you use could to talk about past ability, make sure you don't use it for a single occasion. For example, last year when I had a part-time job, I could pass all of my exams. This is a specific occasion, not a general ability in the past, and should be, I was able to pass all of my exams. If you were talking about something as a general ability for your past, like when I was young, I always did my homework and could pass my exams easily, it's okay. It's over a long duration of time. Pronunciation. The feedback I've received from many of my students as of late is that TOEFL raters are becoming more demanding in regard to a student's pronunciation. And here are a few examples. BART, time job, organized person. The P ends up sounding like a B. It makes it hard to be understood, especially if a student were speaking more quickly than in our example. Overall, the student was essentially intelligible, though a bit choppy at times. Advanced conversation classes would definitely benefit the student's fluency and pronunciation. The first example seems like a valid reason the speaker had for making sure he was up to date with his homework, since he had a part-time job and how his management skills, his time management skills, helped him pass all of his university exams. The second example does not connect to his first point, forcing the rater to guess what the connection is. What is it? The second point talks about how unexpected circumstances of his friend forced his friend to put off doing his homework. This has no relation to his first point, which was about the student's personal preference, which was what the question was about. Which do you prefer and why? Well, everyone, I've just shown you several ways to evaluate your own speaking for the TOEFL speaking section. I look forward to our next video next time. Bye for now.